like in the States, you have so many dance companies like with young, great dancers. And that was something that I was missing in Paris, or like the style that I was looking for. So we were talking about it with some other people. And then we're like, we need this group. We need a French Parisian group with the best young dancers of our generation, you know?
They don't understand the back talk, I'm foreign. When they think they top the queen, they start falling. Or to my ass.
Hey Chick family, I am Mary, a contributing writer at True Urban Culture. Welcome back to our Next Step interview series. And I'm here today alongside with Jena, a Parisian dancer. How are you feeling today, Jena?
Hi, I'm doing great, thank you.
Okay, great. So I found your Instagram and you're so talented. So I was curious about learning more about your story. So how long have you been dancing?
Well, thank you, first of all. And I started actually really young, and I did like a whole bunch of different, like, I did musical and like I did jazz and stuff. But I would say that I really started taking dance seriously when I started hip hop classes when I was like 10. And I did that for 4 years. And then when I got, around 15, 16, when I got into high school, I started doing other things like more commercial and like trying a bunch of different new styles, new classes, going to new studios and stuff. And then when I started university, like it's my third year now. So 2 years ago, that's when I really started getting into it. And I was like, okay, I can make something out of this. I was really passionate about it. And that's when it kind of like my confidence like kind of skyrocketed and stuff. And I was like, I can make something out of this. And so I started taking a lot of dance classes. Maybe you've seen Lax Studio, like the big dance Parisian studio. So I went to there a lot. And then I started training with some friends of mine. And yeah, I guess it's from the time that I started making friends in the dance industry in Paris that's when I really started training, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw that you created your own dance crew. So with Orion, you collaborate. And I wanted to know like why and what pushed you to create this dance crew. Is because you're passionate and everything, but yeah.
Yeah, so my best friend Oriane, we met like a year and a half ago, but we started being really close like exactly a year ago. And we talked about it earlier on, and I've always wanted to be part of a dance company. But I seem to find that in France, and like in the States, you have so many dance companies like with young, great dancers. And that was something that I was missing in Paris, or like the style that I was looking for. So we were talking about it with some other people. And then we're like, we need this group. We need a French Parisian group with the best young dancers of our generation, you know? And then we really started it in August. We did auditions in September. We got like 80 people coming to be a part of our crew. And that was crazy. That was so surreal because we did not expect it at all. And then we chose a couple of people. We had like 20 people. We weren't going to go that high, but we saw so many young talents that we were like, okay, we have to do this. And then, well, with the pandemic and stuff, a lot of like studios closed down for a couple of months. So in September, we did like a full month of training, a full month and a half, and then it all closed down. But then we restarted in December. And between that, some people left for personal reasons and stuff. So we had like this strong remaining group in January. And from then on, like every single Sunday, we would train for like 3 hours. And we would do so many different things. We would bring teachers, like to teach different dance styles and stuff. And then we would create our own choreographies. And, you know, we were just trying to train together since there were like not many things happening at that time. Like dance classes were starting to go again, but it was very slow. So we were trying to keep the focus and like, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And how did you like choose the different people to take part of your dance crew?
So we had the audition, and we had like an hour. We did 2 groups, 2 sessions. And so we learned our choreography, and then we would see them, how they did it. And it was like kind of, they would go by rounds, and we would see how they would do. And then based on, I don't know, the style, not even the technique, just like if we could see potential in them, like and there's so many ways. And so there were like so many different people. And what's great about it is that I thought that I knew all the young dancers in Paris. And then at the audition, like half of the people that are now in Mojo are people that I had never seen prior the audition, so it was great seeing new faces, and they turn out to be some of the best young dancers in Paris, so it's great. Yeah, I'm really proud of this group, and even though I'm not in Paris anymore, I really wish them the best. I'm still part of it, but for now I'm just doing my own thing, you know.
Yeah. Are you coming back to Paris soon, or you're planning to stay like in New York City for a long time?
I don't know yet. For now, I'm only staying 6 months because
Okay.
I'm actually like an exchange student. So I only have a semester for now in the school. But you know, I'm like half American, so I want to stay here, and like dance training here is amazing. But at the same time, Paris is home, and I know I have like a lot of friends and a lot of stuff to do back home. So I don't know. I'll just like take it day by day. I'm just trying to do the first semester, and then we'll see what happens. You know.
Yeah, because I saw that in Paris, there's only like two big studios, like the Lac Studio and another one, right? Where there's
Studio Monique,
yeah, I think
maybe.
so. Yeah, where you
Yeah, actually, there are some others, but the ones that I take classes at are that, and also Studio Emerger, which I really like. I haven't been able to go because they closed down for a couple of months, but there are actually a lot of studios. Just like now, the new thing that dancers do is that we rent our studios, like in these big, like they're not dance schools, they're just like dance studios, and you rent them, and that's like the new kind of thing we're trying to do. But yeah, Lac Studio, Studio Harmonique, Studio Emerger. I think I know a couple more, but they're just not coming to mind right now. Yeah.
yes, I see. And speaking about the
Oh, Juste
pandemic,
Debout School. I forgot about that.
which one?
The Juste
Sorry.
Debout School. The Juste Debout School is the one where we would train each Sunday with Mojo.
Okay.
I forgot about that. I don't know why, but
Okay, nice. And yeah, speaking about the pandemic, what were some challenges that you had to face? And like, did you meet with the other people from the dance crew, like via Zoom or some meetings?
um, for the first lockdown in March 2020, like I did not do anything. Like I would only train it. Like I was really locked in my room and I didn't do anything. I tried taking dance classes online, not my thing. I tried creating. I was just stuck in this. I feel like a lot of people were like that. I was just stuck in my thing and I couldn't do anything. Then summer arrived, and then for the second lockdown, which was, I feel like it was less strict. Not a good thing to do, but I did see people. I did figure like some things out to go see my friends and train. But that was actually better because since we knew that we had Mojo to like, we had to do plan stuff for them. So it would kind of boost our motivation. And I knew that I did a lot more the second lockdown. Like I was way more motivated. I knew where I was going. So it was kind of different. But yeah, that was definitely, motivation was definitely one of the hardest like things to grab onto, you know. Yeah, I feel like that was main, and dance classes. The fact that I didn't have dance classes for like 6 months straight was the worst, because I felt like I was decreasing. So that felt like, I feel like everyone felt that, even though it might not be true, but that was kind of like another challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, that you forgot all the moves and everything.
I
Like you're
thought
like
so. I thought so. The first class back, when dance studio reopened, I was like, do I even know how to dance? Like it was so weird getting right back into it, you know?
yeah, I see, I see. And yeah, I would like to know, like in 3 words, how would you describe your style of dancing? Tough question.
Um, I would say I use a lot, like I'm very effortless in the way I dance. Like I don't go full out all the time, even though I should. Effortless, flow, kind of, yeah, I would say flow. And then very personal, like very, very me. Like I don't try to be something that I'm not when I'm dancing. I always try to add my own, it kind of goes with the flow. Like I always try to add my own thing to it. So yeah, those are the 3 words, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so in your like dance crew, everybody has her own vibe and her own like style, or it's more like the same, how do you say, style?
Yeah, we have like the same dynamic, kind of. Like the thing we were going for was commercial, but when you see dancers, you don't know their past and what they have done. So like we discovered throughout the whole thing that some of them, we have one Isaac, he is like, he break dances a lot, freestyles a lot. He does classical on the side. Romeo does classical, contemporary, all those things.
Okay.
What else? Others are more into freestyle hip hop, and then like now they're in choreo. So yeah, everyone has their own thing, and that's what we liked about it, is that at the audition we would see like, you know, sometimes you just know that people dance different like from others, and they have this little special thing that's in them, and like you see them, you're like, okay, they're good, but they have something more than the others. So everyone, I guess, I feel like I've seen each of them have their own this little, you know, little spice.
Yeah,
You know,
see,
little
I
star.
see. And yeah, so who like are you one of your biggest like dancing inspirations?
Ooh, good
Some of your
one.
biggest inspirations.
Good one. So many, honestly, so many amazing, especially women dancers. I'd say right now it's Diana Matos. I don't really know how to pronounce her name, but she's the best. And not only dance technique wise, she's just like an amazing businesswoman. Like she has this mindset that I strive for, and like she has this work ethic. You can just, even if I don't know her, I could just can feel it through everything that she does. And she's definitely one of my biggest inspirations. Recently, also not recently, but Paris Goebel. I feel like that's a common answer. Maybe you know her. She does like the Fenty Savage show.
Oh, okay.
Rihanna. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that's her. She has like the royal family. See, she had the dance crew in New Zealand, and that's like one of the inspiring things, that she had her dance crew, which she started with, and then now she's like, she works for the biggest artists, and she can bring all of her old crew members into the work industry. So that's great. Yeah, definitely. And her creativity is insane, mind blowing. So yeah, her too. I'd say these two for sure.
Yeah, okay, I see. And now, Jena, among all of your dance routines, could you tell us like the routine you're the most proud of? Sorry. Like,
Um, I'm really, I'm really hard with my, like, I'm really hard. I'm very judgmental with myself. So it's kind of hard, like things I've posted in the past. Now that I know that I can do much better, like I don't look at them and like, I'm happy with it. But I guess one that kind of made a click in my head, I did an old one on Sean Paul, Give It Up to Me. It was like a very easy routine, but it was the first time that I was like, okay, this is cute, this is cool, people like it. And the fact that I saw people redo it, I was like, okay, well, people like, it's like, I don't know, it was the first routine, and then from then on I did a couple more routines with other people. It was the first one where I was like, okay, maybe I am good at choreographing, you know, maybe I can
yeah,
do something with it. So, you know, there's little, it's not the best, but for some reason it had like this turning point where I was like, okay, you know what, Jena, you're not
yeah,
that bad. So keep
yeah.
on doing it.
Yeah, you created a whole dance challenge and everything, like just follow you, everybody, and did the same dance and everything. So
Yeah, surprisingly, people like, I've seen a couple girls do my dance routine that are not from Paris, like not even the Jean Paul one, other ones. And every time it's just so surprising, and so like, you know, it's so like, I love it. I'm so appreciative and so grateful. It's those little things that make you want to go further and do more. And it means a lot. The support means a lot, a lot, a lot. Yeah.
nice. And like, how do you create your choreography? Do you need to be alone or with your Orion? Or
Oh, Oriane, yeah. With Mojo, I'm always with Oriane to create. But when I create alone, I have this weird thing where I have to have someone with me. So I want to see the dance routine on the person right next to me. Like, I don't know why. I just want to see how it goes and if it's logical and like fluid. I haven't choreographed in a while. Like, I'm taking a pause on that because I haven't, like, I wasn't feeling very creative for a long time. But now I think it's starting to get back. So hopefully I'll do it more often. But yeah, I have to have someone next to me just to see how they do it, just to see if I like it, the way the body does it. But yeah, that's kind of my thing. Yeah.
okay, I see. So like many of your Instagram videos that you like posted, there's not just like choreography from you. There's like some choreography you took from other people. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, from dance classes. I haven't posted dance classes in, oh, maybe, no, that's a lie. Recently I've posted, but for a while I did not. Because when I'm in class, I'm not like a big, except for like workshops and stuff, I don't like to film myself in class. Like I don't ask to be filmed. If it happens, good. But like I have this thing where class is like training. But you know, sometimes it does feel good to see a video and you're like, okay, well, that was actually good. Yeah. So a lot of my videos on Instagram are like videos. I rent a studio out, I do a choreography, and then I film it. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice. And like, what is your main dance style? Like, is it more hip hop or
Yeah.
or...
Yeah, I started with hip hop, so I feel like whatever I do, there's like this past, like it follows me everywhere. But I guess that now I'm more like commercial. Like I don't even know if commercial is a thing, honestly. It's just like a fusion of so many dance styles. So it's really hard to like, I don't like to put myself in a box, but for sure there's always this thing where I'm like, hip hop is in the back of my head. Like it's always following me and I'm always so inspired by that style and by the culture. But yeah, right now I feel like it's commercial. I kind of do like anything that I can. It's like a mix. Everyone does a mix of everything. You're so like inspired by everyone around you. You get a little bit touch of everything. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice. And like, how did you develop your passion for dancing? Like being when you were a kid, yeah, or yeah.
I've always been crazy about music and dance and like acting. I have a very like my American side of the family are all jazz musicians, like the best, and like artists and singers, and like they're really, really good. So I feel like, and even my mom was a dancer when she was younger. So I've always been in that environment, like the arts, like the arts were not neglected in my family. Like it's something that they really like. My family, if I were in the arts, they're super happy. Like it's something that has always been a part of me. But then, so yeah, I took a couple dance lessons from there. I was really into musical, like musical theater. I don't know. Yeah. I was really into that. So I guess I've always been like that. I've always loved it. And it's just like throughout the years, you know what you like even more. And so, yeah, I was into singing a little bit when I was younger. Not going to do that ever again. Not a great singer, but I used to write songs and like I loved it. I used to play piano, guitar. And now that I know that my focus is dance, I don't really concentrate on the singing, but it all kind of melts together, honestly. It's like the arts. So yeah.
Yeah, you're really artistic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you said that you were in New York for a semester. So like you do like some studies, right? So what type of study? Is it in the dance sector or business or yeah?
I started law school it's like my third year of law school. So I was at La Sorbonne for 2 years, and you have like your third year you can leave for a semester or two. And so I asked to go to New York because I mean for the States, but also in the back of my mind I was like dancing. So when I got chosen to leave, so right now I'm going to a university in Manhattan. It's called Cardozo Law School. And I'm really excited to start. I haven't started yet. I'm really excited to see how the system works here. And hopefully it will make me love studies, because these past 2 years have not been it. I'm just doing studies to like have like, you know, like a safety bag kind of. But yeah, I'm really excited. And I just can't wait to start, honestly, and to see new things, to meet new people. That's like my number one thing, meeting new people. And what's cool is that I get to choose some of my subjects. So like I chose fashion law, which is something that really interests me. And the main goal, the whole reason why I started law was because I feel like even if I know that I'm going to be in the arts industry, the dance industry later on, I have to have this baggage where, I mean, when you have a law degree, people take you more seriously for some things. Like if you want to, I don't know, it may be not true in all cases, but if I want to open a dance studio, like the fact that I have the studies behind me, like super stupid, but like the bank may lend me money because they know that I have that security, you know? Yeah. So yeah, and the whole reason why I did law is because there's this program where it's like law and arts, media, entertainment, fashion. Like, you know, it's, I don't know if I'll be there. I don't know if I'm going to go. I don't know if I'll be accepted, but it's kind of the goal. And I'm just trying to finish my third year for sure and get my license. And then we'll see how that goes. And we'll see what I'll do in the future.
Okay, nice. So if I understood good, one of your dream would like to create like a dance company, or am I wrong?
I mean, we kind of have a dance crew, but yeah, it's like to expand it. I have like so many things I want to do. I don't really like, there's so many different things that you can do in this dance industry. For sure, I want to have my own dance studios somewhere, or like a chain of dance studios, one in the States, one in France, one in I don't know where, but for sure, I really want to be a choreographer. I wanted to dance for like big artists. I don't know, I love like artistic directing. I think that's really fun and like there's so many things to do, you know, so I'm not just limiting myself to one thing, and I'll see what happens. But yeah, I have so many dreams, and hopefully some of them will happen. I mean, I'm working for them, so yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. And are you like planning on anything like for the dance crew, like any plans for right now with the Mojo Dance?
Yeah, so Ariane is taking care of them while I'm not here, and we plan on getting new members, so hopefully there'll be a new addition by September. Don't know quite how that's going to work out for now, but yeah, we want to do. The thing is that with the pandemic, we weren't able to do that much, but we're still very happy with what we were able to do, because we still, for 6 months straight, we're like training every single Sunday, and so we did not lose the rhythm, so that was a good thing. We came out with only 2 projects. The last one I'm super proud of. It was like it was perfectly what we wanted. It's like a mix of every style we know and that dancers of our crew know how to do. But the goal is for sure to, we wanted to do competitions, but nothing was happening during this year. So that's hopefully for next year. I don't quite know what her plans are, but we're talking about it. That video projects for sure. Hopefully Mojo will get a few job opportunities. We had actually good news. I wasn't there for that, but I was the one that passed the message. Mojo got a sort of interview for CNN. So I don't know if that's coming out or when that's coming out, but yeah, they had like an interview a couple of days ago where they were able to show. So I'll be the first one to see it since I'm in the States. I'll probably film it or something for a documentary. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. So we'll see, but hard work, consistency will do its job.
Yeah, I saw that like you created a YouTube channel and you put every video like on it.
Yeah, I mean, we only have 2 for now, but hopefully we'll have more. But we're not rushing to do projects, because the second one took us a long time to do. We want everything to be as perfect as possible. And even through like the first one that we did in October and the second one I think was in April, you can see the progress in that time period. Like you can see the difference, you know, and that's something that we strive for. And so the next one hopefully will be even better and better. You know, it just has to keep on getting better.
Yeah, even the visuals and the video, like how it was like filming and everything.
Yeah, it was the same movie director. He's really good. But we wanted to show more of our different sides, different personalities. And the second one was more thought out, you know. We took like 2 months, I think, to make it. It was really fun. The day of shooting was very stressful, you know, as it probably is. And we're really young. That's something that I forget sometimes, is that we had like kind of issues during the filming. And it's like, it's really hard when you're young to organize everything and like to be responsible for everything. And that's something that we're learning, and that's something that I love while doing Mojo, is that it's making me grow so fast, so much. And it did for the past 6 months, and like having to be a part of this crew, and you know, we're training together every time, and you have the responsibility to give them something to do each week. You have the responsibility to be sure that you're giving them something back, and like, because they're putting so much time and effort, and they have like, I thank them so much, because the trust that they put in us, like I love them. They're great. And hopefully when I'll get back, everything will be as good, and like we'll do so many different things. So I'm really, really excited. And when I get back, I'll have so much more to give them, and like I'll have learned much more and grew much more. So I'm really excited about that too.
Yeah, and like the more you are, the more it's difficult like to be in synchronization. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. That's why we're kind of glad that the group kind of reduced. Like we were, I think 23 at the beginning, and now I think we're 15 or 16, and that's kind of a major difference, because making sure that everyone is here on time, making sure that everyone's here every Sunday was a nightmare, but everyone put in effort, and that's what I'm very thankful for them, and for what they did for Mojo. And yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. And now in New York City, like you're looking for dance studios too, right? Because I saw some of your stories and you're still dancing there. Like,
oh yeah. So, well, I'm on holidays right now. I'm on summer vacation. So I'm like every single day I have 1 or 2 dance classes, and I try to take as many as possible. I've been here for like 3 weeks, maybe a little, not a month yet, but for 3 weeks. And I'm just taking as many classes as I can. I found like great teachers that I'm really excited like to train with for the next months. And yeah, I'm just looking around, trying to see what I can learn, trying to try new things, and it's going great. I'm really excited, and I can already see my progress in like in a span of 2 weeks. So that's crazy. It feels really good too. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about that. And it's good. It's great to see something new, actually. Like I've been in Paris for so long, and I've been waiting to go back to the States and just dance. And I'm really happy, and I'm really, really excited for what to come.
when was the last time that you went to the States? Was it a long time ago?
It was 2 years ago.
Okay,
I
yeah.
was able to go last summer, but we usually, like, our family is every year we go for a whole month in the States,
Okay.
everywhere somewhere else. Last time I actually was in New York 2 years ago for a whole month. And then I went like down the East Coast. Yeah, it's the East Coast. I went down the East Coast, and like, yeah, so it was 2 years ago. Very happy to be back, and yeah, I'm very happy to be able to travel again.
Nice. And do you feel like there's a big difference between the US style of dancing and the French like style of dancing?
Not really. There's not a big difference in terms of style, but now that I have like this exterior eye, I know what's missing in Paris, and I know what's missing in New York. Like there are some things that we have in Paris that they don't have here, and vice versa, you know? So I'm really happy to be able to see that, because that means that you can bring your touch and you can bring what's missing in that part. Here it's very street jazz based, kind of, Broadway and everything, which is great, which is something that I'm trying to work on. But I lack I take a couple of classes which are commercial and kind of like a mix of everything. I don't really know what, but I love it. And I haven't really seen hip hop classes, and I'm trying to search for them. But see, like the Parisian dance scene in hip hop is insane. Like I've realized now that the hip hop dancers back in Paris are so incredible. And that's like when I was talking about Juste Debout school, it's like exactly that. It's like the hip hop school in Paris. And that's kind of what they're missing here. So I'm like, maybe I should bring them and like do any sort of exchange. But at the same time, like there's a style of dancing here. I've taken 2 or 3 classes in that style. As I said, it's like a mix of everything, and it's so great. And like Afro vibe with hip hop commercials, street jazz. You don't really know, but it's amazing. That kind of lacks back home. And so that's something that I'm also trying to get back home when I go back. And it's great to see the differences, because you see the strengths of each city too. And yeah, it's been great. And I can't wait to train exactly in street jazz, which I have not trained in forever. Really excited, because that's something that I never do. Very lines, techniques, something that I'm not really good in. So I'm really excited too.
Okay, nice. And like, what are your short-term goals for the rest of 2021? So I think learning street jazz, right? But
yeah, my goals are, I have many different goals, but some I'm gonna keep secret, because it's like, sometimes you want to keep your dreams to yourself just to make sure, But definitely I want to train like for sure this next year, train as much as I can, get as much progress as I can, be the best dancer I can be. I'm trying to get more confident as well in what I do, and like that's something that I've been working on, and I've already feel kind of the progress since I've been here. I feel more confident, less anxious, and like that's something I'm really trying to work on. And yeah, that's one of my main goals. Hopefully I'll get to teach classes again. I haven't taught a class in so long, like except Mojo, and I'm really excited to do that. And yeah, especially during these few months, I just want to expand and grow as a dancer. I just want to be like the best I can be. So when I go back home, I have stuff like to do, stuff to like, I have something to share with people, and that's something I'm really, really excited about. And I just can't wait to see the progress. So that's, I mean, the main goal is progress, and like, yeah, progress and confidence. Lose confidence for sure.
Yeah,
for
always
sure.
evolving. Like
exactly, that's the goal. That's the goal.
And like in terms of choreography, like what is the biggest challenge while learning to somebody a choreography, like to a whole class? Like,
you mean when I'm the student and when I?
No, when you're the teacher and you have to learn to like.
Oh, I don't have that much experience in that, but I feel like you have to know what you're bringing to other people, like what you're teaching them. You have to know that you're not just bringing a choreography. So that's why I'm holding on to teaching again, because I want to be sure next time that I do that I have something to teach them, whether it's flow, musicality, technique, culture, like anything. You have to be sure. And you have to bring something special, and you have to make sure that the people that you're teaching to, like, I feel good when I'm in the dance class, and like I feel like the teacher's really looking at you and really like wants to point you at what you're not doing good, what's like, what are your strengths. And that's something that I really strive to be, like a good dance teacher. Here there's this dance teacher, Candace Brown. She is who I strive to be. Like, she is the best dance teacher I have ever like taken class from. And yeah, you just know, I don't know, there's so many things that go into it, and I think people do not take teaching as seriously as they should, probably. But also at the same time, the more you start to teach, the more you give classes, I feel like that's when you get progress. Because like if you get feedback and people are like, well, this was good, but this wasn't, that's when you grow too. So it's like kind of this weird balance where at the same time, not everyone should be teaching, but you don't know unless you try. So it's like this weird balance. And I think that everyone has to do it how they feel. Personally, next time I'll teach, it's because I'll be sure of what I'm doing, or like I'll know that I have something to teach people, or like to share. So yeah,
because I do dancing too, and sometimes I feel like there's so like many students who are learning to dance and that are lost, and teachers like just like continuing doing the choreography. And
yeah, also I feel like you have to know as a student in which classes you're going to. Like if you started, do not go into like an intermediate advanced dance class, because that's like the teacher's here for like dancers that are used to taking classes. So that's for sure, he's going to be like on the go just teaching. If you want to start, you have to go to like beginners level, and that's the best way. And then you progress, and that's when you see you progress, and that's when you feel more comfortable. If it's your first time, do not go to like a medium dance class. Like you'll feel bad with feeling lost, but it's normal. Like if you're not used to it, so don't, but then progressively you'll go there and you'll be so proud of what you've done. Yeah.
And then now, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Big question.
Wait, in 5 years? Yeah, big question. In 5 years, I'll be 25. So that means, okay, hopefully I'll be at the top of what I can be as a dancer. Hopefully I'll have had job opportunities. I'll have choreographed things. I'll be a part of like many great projects. Hopefully I'll be on my top in the work and dance industry. That's my main goal. Hopefully I'll have found my soulmate too. Hope to be surrounded by my friends, my best friends, and like family, and just 25 is quite scary to go think that far. It's so close, but 25 is like a scary age number. Yeah, good question. Yeah,
it's a little bit blurry for now because it's so far away. It's like 5 years.
Yeah, and it goes by so fast. Like I don't want to be saying stuff that I won't have accomplished yet. But you know, manifesting, I have to manifest what I want.
Maybe you're gonna watch this video 5 years from now and you're gonna say, oh yeah, I accomplished everything.
That would be so cool. That would really be really cool. I love that. I love that.
Yeah. So my last question will be like, what does true urban culture mean to you?
True urban culture?
Yes.
That's a good question. I don't want to. True urban culture. I mean, I feel like true urban culture, I'm guessing it's like a mix of everything. It can be like dance, music, like paintings, I don't know, movies. I'm guessing that's what you mean by true urban culture. Culture, by the way, the term culture is very interesting, I think. In every subject or area you're in, when we talk about the world culture, it has like a whole history behind it, and like people that have like bring this culture up. I don't know, true urban culture. That's a good question. I do not know if I'm capable of answering that. That's really hard, actually. I feel like it's just a mix of everything and like what's going on and like different artists coming together and like different places that have brought artists together. I feel like that's such a hard question. It's very general, you know. What's your definition of true urban culture, just so I know?
It was a little bit like yours. It's like a mix of like the culture, like arts, singing, everything, and the mix of all the cultures too, like you said.
Okay, good. I did not say something. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's all a personal definition, so everything's right.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Okay, so unfortunately we're running out of time. So Jena, would you like to add something that you would like to would you like to add something?
Well, thank you for having me. It feels really weird talking to a Zoom thing, an interview. It's really nice of you to have asked. I'm really glad I did. Thank you for all the great questions. Just thank you. And I'm really, hopefully, as you said, I'll watch this video like in 5 years and I'll be where I'm at and where I want to be. So hoping.
Yeah. So thank you, Jena, for sharing with us a little bit of your time. And we're looking forward to chat with you again in the future.
Definitely.
And for those who wants to learn more about Jena, you can check her social media links down below in the description box. And until next time, Tuk family, au revoir.
Au revoir.
Knock them out.